think she's gonna move over and I'll be able to see a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. See, that's easier, huh?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, so hi everyone, my name is Leah. Thank you guys again for coming tonight. So as you may have noticed, I'm going to be talking about gambling addiction. So gambling addiction is something that people don't really think of as a thing. You know, you hear about alcoholism and drug addiction, and those are all serious problems, but what about gambling addiction? Especially here in Nevada where, you know, casinos are a huge thing and they bring in a lot of revenue and they put on events for our town and everything. But some people have a little too much fun. So I work for a local financial institution and I haven't seen the problem firsthand, but I spoke with my manager who's worked for bigger institutions, and one of her employees had a gambling problem. So as she would gamble her entire paycheck away, and it started to become a normal thing where she was out of money, but she wanted to get it back, you know, so she just needed a little bit more money to gamble just a little bit more so she could win back all that money and be able to pay her bills. So she would take small outages each night just to make up a little bit so she could go try to get that money. So what she was really doing was gambling with her job, and eventually she lost. So you can see how it can, you know, escalate and become a bigger problem. So what about the problem in our community? Statistics. Okay. So Washoe County alone in August brought in $70,146 in revenue just from slot machines and table games.
How much?
$70,146. That's a lot of money, and just in Washoe County. That's not including Las Vegas at all. So yeah, so they do bring in a lot of revenue for Reno, and I'm not saying that, you know, gambling should be made illegal or anything like that. I'm just saying that in our community, we need to make this problem more aware of, so that if you notice somebody who has a problem with gambling, you can say, hey, and we can help make the problem a little bit better. So here's some statistics. The population in Nevada is about 2.899 million, which is a lot, I feel like.
Yeah.
And the estimated problem gambling population is 6.4%, and that equals to be about 185,000. And out of those people, only about 3% seek help. That doesn't mean that they get it and that they actually solve their problem. It just means that they go out and look for it. That's a 17, almost 18,000 person difference. So what I'm trying to do is get you guys to help us bring that number up just a little bit. So what can you do? In your daily jobs or in your daily lives, look for people who might be missing work or school or talking about gambling excessively. According to Pavloko, I think that's Russian, he wrote Problem Gambling and Treatment.
Is what?
He wrote a book called Problem Gambling and Treatment. And he said that there are some people that might be afraid to get help. And this is because they've already had so much experience with failure. And they don't want to go out there and admit that they have a problem and then try to get help and it doesn't work. So as I was saying earlier, only 3% of people get help. And our goal is to help raise that number. You know, even if it's only to 5%, and there's only 7 people in this room, but we can do it. The National Council for Problem Gambling has their own website, and their goal is exactly what my goal here today is to get more awareness so that more people are willing to get help. With that, they do have a 24-hour national helpline. So if you have somebody in mind that may be a problem gambler and you want to give them some help, go ahead, go to the National Council for Problem Gambling website and get the number and give it to somebody. Or you can call the number yourself and find more resources that you might be able to help other people with. Their motto is actually have the conversation. So what I'm asking you guys to do today is to have the conversation and help somebody who may be in need.